Hi everyone, we're here back at another interview, and this time we're with
Hlib
from
Celestia.
What are you guys building at Celestia?
So Celestia is the first modular blockchain network that allows effortlessly launching anyone their own rollups or so-called unstoppable application in a trust minimized manner.
Cool. And Celestia is a key infrastructure part of our new Oracle stack Lumina, and it's also one of the reasons that allows us to move all our Oracle operations and storage on-chain.
Lovely.
What's the tech behind? What made this possible? This achievement possible?
So, the main achievement of Celestia on this sense is the architecture, where we focus on one thing and we're doing it great, which means we're focusing on data availability and consensus. So we keep all the execution and all the state operations of account balances to the rollups, and they manage it themselves, allowing the system to scale effortlessly. Mm-hmm. And for oracles, it's really important to have a very predictable pricing for the transactions you want to send, and for all the feeds that you are getting from multiple sources on chain. And other thing which is really important is that for things like oracles, you also need a lot of customizability that you wouldn't be able to get from just using a bare-bone layer 1 EVM. You're always limited by various factors like new standards, new limitations. Maybe you need a new opcode and you want to add a new precompile. And unfortunately, you cannot do it with the status quo. You need to have an ability to customize your own state machine to your own needs, and this is what Celestia allows you to do. So these rollups that run on Celestia have full control over their state machine and the functionality they want to have. It's really a huge enabler, and all the Web 2 kind of applications can easily come as unstoppable apps, aka rollups on Celestia.
Super interesting. I mean, definitely Celestia is definitely one of the components that allows us to scale, you could say, endlessly or limitlessly.
Yeah.
What's the tech behind? How does this work behind the scenes?
Yeah, the goal is for us to increase the throughput of the system so that applications like DIA with their Oracle and others can just effortlessly deploy and come in and join and use the shared security that we provide that allows trust minimized bridging and so forth, as well as the customizability that I mentioned previously.
And you mentioned this name that I think some of us have heard, but it's pretty new, which is this Mammoth?
Mammoth, yeah.
Mammoth. I think that's some alpha. It's something that's coming very soon, or it's already live.
So there are a bunch of things that we are cooking on. We usually keep those things public, and there were 2 things that we announced recently. There's regular network updates, we initially announced V3, which reduces the block time from 12 to 6 seconds, and add some other minor things. Besides, we also announced our Mammoth mini test network, which is a way to showcase that our current architecture using some interesting hacks and how we were able to achieve around 27 megabytes per second of throughput in our consensus layer. So this is a way to show our Mammoth, which is for now mini but will grow, and it's gonna be something that we will work on soon to get it to production readiness. For now, it's just a testnet that is just shows that we can go quite far. And the interesting thing is this 26 megabytes is something that this throughput that not even if we would get all the blockchain transaction volume combined, I don't think it will even need this 26 megabytes so far. So yeah, we're really not there yet in terms of the usage of blockchain. Maybe this bull market will change it. Also, there's another thing that I've been personally working on, which is called Schwab. This is a sort of like a major step towards this 1 GB blocks, but not from the consensus layer, which Mammoth Mini is about, but more on the data availability side of things. Like Celestia architecture has 2 networks, and like I've been working on this DA network for quite a while, and Schwab is like the major milestone that brings us closer to 1 GB blocks. It's another huge step and enabler for Celestia and its ecosystem, including DIA and Lumina.
Yeah, I mean, we're so excited to see what this is gonna look like in the future, because exactly Celestia, solutions like Celestia is what made Lumina be possible to be built with all this new tech that you guys brought to space. So I'm excited to see what's gonna even be possible to happen in the future with all this new development that you guys are working on. So watch for the space. Exciting things are coming.
Yeah, sure thing.
Cool.
Thanks for having me.